Well, to a very extensive part of Jack Free, because I decided to do a whole bunch of shit in one part, and I didn't realize how long that would be, and yeah. First of all, we're about to get our new kind of gameplay here.
Well, if it isn't the newbies.
Keep yapping, Jelly Boy. We'll see who...
Bite your bum, Ratface, or I'll pound you.
Oh, great stink of the precursors. I got two words for you. Toothbrush.
Nice rides.
You like what you see? We use these babies to make runs into the deep desert to retrieve artifacts. Tough wheels for tough work.
You said we could use one.
I did, didn't I? But not one of those. Those are for the big boys. You can use that one.
What a runt!
Seems to fit you.
Get in, Dax. I'll drive.
Care to wager a little something on a race, then? If you win, I'll let you keep that little vehicle for as long as you live. And if I win,
I don't have anything.
I'd say that yappy rodent of yours is a bit bony, but skinned and buttered, he'd make a nice treat. My vehicle against him.
Forget it, buddy. Jack would never...
Done. What? Don't worry. If there's one thing I can do, it's race.
Yep, they're really going all the way with the racing thing, because that's literally what about more than half the game is going to be involving. So, teach you how this all controls. You know, you can drive around, you can brake, you can jump. You know, you can also have a rear view like so. The desert is going to be your main area for a good bit of the game. You can reverse. You can do like a quick turn sort of thing, which you're ultimately never really going to use. And you can also turn on the spot by jumping. It's also something you're never really going to use. But they exist in case you need it. Also, that slide jumping thing there is kind of awkward. Well, yeah, the whole point what we're doing here is to do a little race. Now, there are only really 2 races in the entire game. Like, actual races. This is one of them. And you have to do it. You have to actually win this race in order to move on. But after that, it's like you can redo this race anytime you want from like a little spot around here that activates this race again. So I'm just in my position, and here we go. So here's the thing: you can actually beat the time requirement to get the gold here with this car alone. You just have to be decent at the track. Otherwise, you could use the car you would get not too long after to essentially do a much better job at this. I'm going to kind of wait until I get that vehicle. But for now, you get this vehicle, which is like your starter vehicle. It's slow. It's kind of shit. You can't attack with this. For the most part of the cars you get, you do have a weapon assigned with them, but for this car, there are no weapons, so you can't really fight back. And when you're done with this race, when you actually win the race here, the game kind of fucks you a little bit by throwing enemies at you afterwards. So you have to get the hell out of the desert before they kill you. Luckily though, you have a lot more health here than you do when you're on foot. So damage is not a problem really. You're kind of a sponge in a way, so taking care of damage is not going to be any trouble to you at all. It's going to be easy. The main thing here though is to be fast, get shit done here, and get the better vehicle, which will be the vehicle you'll be using for pretty much the entire game. Like, this vehicle we're going to get gained after this one is like a main vehicle for the entire game. It's the one we're using throughout the, like, almost every mission in the desert, really. There will be better weapons, there will be better vehicles popping up, but you kind of have to buy them. You'll see how we buy them later on. It should be obvious though. But yeah, there are vehicles that have different kind of weapons. You'll see the types. There's only really 2 types though. But yeah, we have to do a 3-lap race around here against the AI. And as you can tell, the AI is easier than the AI back in Jak 2 of those races. And there are less races here, by the way. These cars are more for exploration and just like really doing shit with them. Especially combat related. When it comes to racing, that's kinda lessened here. I do mean kinda. As a reminder, none of these races are harder than the shit we dealt with in Jak 2. Like that fucking Zoomer race for that one time in the gold, that was a pain in the fucking ass. And some of the races, like, not the reverse ones, but the normal races at the times, those were a pain in the asses too. But this shit, no, this is easy. Compared to that, this is fucking easy. And I'm already winning this race too. And there you go. It's my time.
Enjoy it for now, Skimmer. I said you could keep the vehicle for as long as you live. Well, we'll see how long that is, mates.
It'll be long. It'll be very, very long. Also, there's a nice little side mission right over to my right here, so let's just go ahead and activate that.
Another once sacred spot in the desert. Reach it, and we will see if you are as great as they say.
This is easy, because it's right on the other side. So, just, yeah, it's right up there. Just turn around and grab it. You'll be using the car, like, almost every time to get this shit. See?
Once again, you prove the stories were true.
However, we didn't have guys shooting at me.
A great hero.
I'm glad I could talk over that guy because he had such a long fucking talk here. The Oracle here has a lot of, like, fucking talking. Or was it the Precursor? I don't remember. All I remember is that he's just, like, here. He's not important at all, really. Also, big fucking area. We'll be exploring a lot of it throughout the game.
Nice wheel work. My advisor here says you have vehicle skills.
I can hold my own.
This one will be of use to us, Deimos. I think you should keep him for now.
Can it, Pecker?
There are a number of artifacts to be found in the wasteland. Fresh storms churn the sand and reveal items that have been buried for centuries. Take the vehicle and find as many items as you can before the storms come again. And one more thing. If you get caught in the storms, they will tear the flesh from your very bones.
Ooh, great. Thanks for the pep talk.
Don't know about the fucking sandstorm thing. It's all a timer-based mission anyway. See? Go to the highlights, grab the items, and get the fuck back. That's it. Or, I mean, attack. You can't attack back. Yeah. I'll see if you hold your own against the AI here, which they'll be shooting at you constantly. Now, there is good news.
We got an artifact. Cool.
The good news is that you can jump. And the other good news is that you have a lot of health.
Go to the next artifact, Jack.
So, these guys shooting at me, chasing after me, like these two right over here, they're no problem to me. All I have to do is dodge them, because they'll be coming forward from me, and then just, like, you know, weave around. Also, the jump is be very useful too, because there are gaps here of water, and if we go inside water too deep, we'll drown. So, you know, we can hop with the L1 button, which I'll be using. The AI doesn't know how to hop. So they kind of fucking, you know, drop and then they get stuck and die. It's funny. Now, as you go through and unlock through more of the game's vehicles, there will be vehicles that are pretty big and big enough to actually take care of a lot of water without having to really jump over it. Because, you know, it's useful. However, one of those vehicles is going to be useful for a different reason altogether.
Right. More jump.
And yeah, like, the weapon choices, there's only 2 of them. And you will love both of them, but for different reasonings. Like, it's all preference, really. Your first weapon will be right here with the next vehicle. And, basically, if you like this weapon, this vehicle, that's your main fucking choice. If you don't, the next weapon will be your best choice. So that's how it's going to work for you when it comes to preference. Also, we're nearly done here with the artifacts. Now we can leave. So now we're getting shot at constantly. As you can see, I just lost about 1/4 of my health. Maybe 1/3. Doesn't matter, because our main problem is the sandstorm. It's the timer. We have enough time, though. It's not that far away to get there. Oh, it's getting worse. You better hurry up, even though you're going in a straight line now, and it's like... It's not that hard to see, Daxter. It's really not. And we made it.
Good work. That was close.
Oh, are you beginning to care? Demos says...
My concern was for the artifacts, and we will use them well. That armor you found, it is very rare indeed. Pecker here says it's the very armor Mar once wore in his battles for this planet long ago. Keep it for yourself. Trust me, you'll need it.
And there we go. We got armor. It says tons of the armor in this game, and the armor gives me more health. See? So, we'll be needing to get every piece of armor to get more health, and it's very nice to get that. Also, another mission's right in front of us, and yeah, it's the fucking monks. It's a race. A lizard race. It's about as fun as you think it is.
You are still here?
Yeah, we thought we'd hang out, catch some rays.
This isn't a game. I am Seam. We monks are sworn to discover and protect the secrets of the precursors. These leaper mounts allow us to travel where you cannot.
Man, those babies sure stuffed their faces. We saw one gulp a load of kangaroos not too long ago. Stupid rats. They just sat...
You will never last out here. That dark eco-crystal from the satellite. I want it before it falls into the wrong hands. I'll wager a light crystal against it if you race my monks on their leapers. Sien Komtava. Baruch, Baruch.
Just show us where the starting line is.
So, kind of important character, Seam. She won't appear too much, but she has her purpose, I guess. It's not that big of a deal compared to Cleaver and, you know, Deimos, but, still. Oh, so this is bullshit, honestly. The AI can bump you around, no problem, and actually deal damage to you on the Leaper, but, you can't. You can get fucked, but they can push you around as much as they want. It's bullshit. And because they're all the same speed in a way, they're actually kind of cheap, because they can speed up when you can't. And, yeah, it's just more AI crap. The best way of dealing with this is to utilize the hovering thing, the double jump thing. The reason for this is because your Leaper kind of speeds up a little bit more when you do this. So, abuse this when you can. Also, the way the pathing is, the AI kind of slows down around here. So, utilize that as well. Jumping is very, very useful. And with that, we are basically done the race. We've won. No, I'm serious. We won. See?
Oh, yeah.
Ha! We kicked your scaly tail! Back off, you filthy animal!
Fine, hero. The crystal is yours. The two types, light and dark, when combined, form great energies. Be careful with them. And when you die, do be kind enough to give them back.
I don't plan on it. Why are you so obsessed with death?
Because of that, The day star approaches, and every day it grows brighter. This planet's final trial is coming.
How dark? And we've got a light eco now. And yeah, we now have dark and light eco. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we got Cleaver around the corner. I guess we should go see him. Let's see. No side missions around, so let's just jump cut to Cleaver. I'm not making you watch me walk all the way there. We're doing the jump cutting thing now.
You guys looking for a bit of action? The scope shows a group of metalheads moving through the desert not too far from here. I don't like metalheads almost as much as I don't like you. And you've got some proving to do. Intercept those bad boys and give them hell. Who knows? You might even get a few toys for your effort.
Why does it sound like you're leaving out the dangerous parts? Jack, I'm getting some nasty juju vibes here. I don't have these whiskers for nothing, you know.
Relax. We could handle a few metalheads.
Have you ever seen a wasteland metalhead?
No. Why?
Nothing. Just wondering. Go get 'em, heroes.
And now we're doing the demo. We're doing the demo. In the demo, you get the sand shark, and you get to just shoot around some assholes. Some fucking giant metalhead turtles with cannons. But yeah, this is the sand shark, and it's going to be the vehicle of choice throughout the entire game, for the most part. The game loves the sand shark. In fact, when you actually get to the end of the game, you'll be forced into the sand shark even though you have better vehicles to use. And you can't get out of it, and you can't change vehicle. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, the sand shark has the machine gun. And as you can see, it's fast, it's reliable, and it's always straight shooting. Now, the other weapon type, we'll see later on, it has its great uses too, but if you don't like the machine gun here, you're gonna like the other weapon a lot more, and you'll get to use that way later on when it's important. Be careful when fighting these guys, by the way. They can actually smack you around, and the camera just sort of changes to like a little motion view thing while slowing down your movement a little bit, like a slow motion kind of thing, to just let you watch yourself get flown about on the fucking map. Yeah, it's them charging into you that's the problem. Their little cannon there just firing these purple dark eco balls at you. It's not a huge problem. It's easy to dodge. It's the fucking tails themselves that are a problem. Yeah, I got knocked out a little bit, but I'm fine. They're probably gonna chase after them. That's what most people do at the beginning, but I would just recommend taking your distance. Also, do not believe this fucker goes down like everybody else. He doesn't. He kind of lies to you. He goes down a little bit, and then he gets back up. Only time it happens for the last one. And it'll reverse. So just keep shooting, and eventually you'll win. Like so.
Metalhead Commander, report. What's happening? If you lost that cargo and you're still alive, I'll kill you myself. I want every dark eco crystal you can find. Time is short. Did you hear me? Wait, not you.
I don't like the sound of your voice.
Ha! You sure kicked sand in his face. Oh yeah, that was good.
That face looked familiar.
Now you're getting paranoid, buddy boy. Come on, Bigfoot, let's get back. This desert gives me the creeps.
And we're done here. Now we can leave. We can go back and do some more missions. But we now have unlocked the cavalcade of minigames, if you want to say that much.
Heroes must have quick feet. Get to this spot in time for a reward.
You see, you have your side missions, which there are some unique ones, as well as these collectathon fucking things. But there are minigames. In fact, the racing is a minigame. Both races are now available to us. The satellite game is around here now. We can play that now, and that's a minigame. And there's also a few challenges that are minigames as well.
Almost, hero. Too slow. Try again to prove your worth.
Sure. You know the usual, if I fuck up more than, once, then I'm gonna jump cut to me getting it. And you're not gonna see the cut. But, yeah, like, there's a lot of minigames out for us, and I did the stupid thing of doing all of them. I mean, you can, and you can actually get...
I see such promise.
Yeah. You can actually get gold in almost, in basically half of them, really. You can get gold. The others you can actually complete at least.
Find this spot quickly, or face the pain of failure.
Actually, I think it actually isn't almost, because the only problems is, 2 challenges and a, race. Everything else can be golded, right here, right now. Also, I failed this one as well.
It is not easy to fail. Would you like to try again?
Yes. Okay, so it's right over here. It's on a rock. You just have to go right. And it's right there. Yeah, it's kind of simple when you realize that. It's either left or right, you gotta check when you're doing it blindly.
Success once again. We are very proud to have chosen you.
Okay, now it's time for a jump cut, because this map is very fucking big and I'm not wasting your time. And there's a lot of spots to go for here. See? So, let's go to the first spot, shall we? Which gives us our first unique fucking thing. The hoop thing isn't very unique, but this one is.
Let us see how fast you really are. If you're fast enough to follow me, you can catch me at the end. Too slow, and I will vanish, as will your hopes to defeat this challenge.
Yep, we're now facing the precursor, because he decides he wants to make us chase him as a blue orb. Now, the problem with this is that while there is a trail that will help us out, it goes by pretty fast. The trail is kind of small. You have to stay fairly close, and not only that, it goes off pits, which you won't expect sometimes. And not only that, it has a moment where it just makes a very sharp turn, and you won't really see it that easily, and it fucks you. And it's very annoying when this happens. You're about to see it, I believe. It's around this hill. So you go up there, you climb up. It's now gone left here. It hasn't really gone forward. No, it's a different hill. It doesn't really go forward. It goes left up the hill, and you won't really see it. So you go up, go left. This is the hill, I believe. You go up this way, and then, boom. Right off to a cliff. A little annoying.
Very nice moves. You are showing great promise.
And we now have about 29 precursor orbs, so, secrets are still available for purchase. I believe a new secret has to be available now. Also, here's this. 16 skull gems, it's a cleaver challenge, and it's actually jump challenges. 5 of them. Let's see single hang time.
This challenge is for the single best hang time in a vehicle jump. Get more air, beat the record, and I'll give up the loot.
Now, I did say that some of these you can't do with the sandstorm. This is one of them. Now, there are some vehicles where jumping will be kind of broken. The game made sure you can't use them in this. So, in order to actually get this shit done, we'll be needing a better vehicle that has faster boosts and such. Because otherwise, we can't make these.
Alright, you did it, kid. I'm happy for you, but not for long.
So, next challenge we're doing right now will be the total hang time, which is much, much easier than this.
Real drivers learn to make things happen in the dust. Let's see if you have what it takes in the airtime vehicle challenge. All you gotta do is make enough jumps that add up to the total airtime record, and I'll throw you a bone.
So, all of the total challenges can be done with the sandstorm. As you can see, I already got bronze and silver. The hang time one is a little annoying, but all you have to do is just get boosts on the enemies and keep making these jumps and you'll be fine. Now, here's where I'm finally going to bring up that little problem I mentioned before. You know, that little issue that I arise from about the precursor orbs glitching out. You see, I don't know if it's this version of the game, the PS4 port, or if this actually is a thing in the PS2 version. But, or even the PS3 version at that point. But there's a glitch where precursor orbs will not be rewarded to you for these challenges.
Very nice hopping, ankle biter. Here's your well-earned prize.
Anyway, I beat that one now. Let's go for the next one, which is the single total time, I guess. Distance? Yeah, distance.
This challenge measures your ability to get a distance jump in a vehicle. Longest jump wins. The rest go home.
You definitely cannot do this one with the sandstorm. You need a much, much better vehicle for this one. It is otherwise impossible for the sandstorm to do this one. You can get silver if you're lucky, but that's it. You're not fast enough for this one, so unfortunately you can't do this until you get a better vehicle, which you will get. You just have to, you know, play the game a bit more to unlock it. But for now, bronze is good enough.
Like a street for was, giving up the prize is easy.
But the total one is the easiest of all.
This challenge adds up all the distances you can get in as many jumps as you can do in the time limit. If all the jump lengths pass the total record, you win a prize.
Yeah, this one is the easiest of all of the totals. All you have to do is just boost from these big jumps and then keep doing that over and over again. As you can see, I'm almost there to bronze. You can do this to the sandstorm. It's that easy. I'd recommend getting the timing down for when you should boost, because the boost can actually give you some more hang time by using the engines here, the jets, to sort of hover yourself in the air. And yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're gonna do this, to kill some marauders here, that's what they're called, in order to get some more boosts. But yeah, I can handle this with what I got. See? Nailed it. But yeah, there's a big problem here in that shit does get kinda glitched up for these challenges.
Now that's wheeling and dealing. Here's a little something for your effort.
Anyway, I'm fine here for now. Also, the Vol Challenge, the last one, which is a weird one for us to do last.
Here's a fun little challenge I call Roller Derby. Try to roll that vehicle of yours as many times as you can in the time allotted. Beat the total, and you win.
Yeah, you just have to roll your car a bunch. Like 9 times. You can do this with even the very starter vehicle that you get. all you have to do is just go off an edge, like, you know, this bridge part here, and just roll yourself. The AI can also roll you. Jumping and trying to, like, angle yourself in the air before you land will roll you. There's a lot of ways of rolling in this game. And the game has no problem rolling you when you're not doing the challenge. But when you are and you're trying to deliberately do it, the game, for some fucking reason, makes it harder. I don't know why. It doesn't have any kind of problem doing this rolling bullshit to you normally, but here, I get lucky. And you're kind of going to be in the same boat as me here. The game has weird logic.
Not too shabby. You did the deed, so here's the feed.
And you won't see it, but the game's going to make me roll around a lot more easier now that the challenge is done. It's fucking dumb. Anyway, it's now time for the second race of the game. It's right here. 12 gems. Let's go.
If you want to prove your driving skills, let's see you take on the wheel challenge again. Beat the best time around the track to impress me and earn a prize.
Now, we can't actually get the gold for this one. We can get the bronze at least. But here's the problem with this. If you want to actually get 100%, what I would recommend doing is making multiple saves. And then, every time you do a race, or a challenge, or even the fucking puzzle stuff, even though you can't really see it with those ones, if you're doing the race and the challenges, always look to your left when you actually get the orbs. If you see an indicator counting up your orbs, then you got the orbs. If you get a precursor orb and the counter does not appear, the orb has glitched and did not count to your value. And if you don't have any save to revert your progress and do it again to make it work, you have to redo the entire game all over again. Because the game bugged up, and now that precursor orb is locked from you forever. And it gets worse. The breakage of the orb is both inconsistent and consistent. Where it breaks is consistent. How it breaks is inconsistent. This race in particular is actually one of them, and so is the first race, because sometimes getting a bronze will break it. Sometimes going directly for gold will break it. Sometimes it's best to go bronze, silver, and then gold to fix this. Sometimes it's best to go bronze, then gold to skip silver because silver breaks it. Sometimes it's better to go silver and gold because bronze breaks it. How it happens is always going to be different for you. But when you realize how it breaks and you do it again to check it, you realize it always fucking breaks there. And for me and this playthrough, I don't know where the fuck the breakage was. But for me on a second playthrough, because I was forced to do that after completing the game and not realizing this bug because it's not documented at fucking all this happens here. But when you realize it, for this race, going direct for gold breaks it, and going for silver breaks it. So in order for me to do this, I had to get bronze, and then gold, for this to work. And for the beginner one, the first race, silver and gold break it if I skip bronze. So, for that one, I had to go bronze to silver to gold. What about the challenges? Like the cleaver challenge we just did, the total hang time thing, the rolling and such. The rolling broke on silver on my second playthrough. And the single hang time broke on gold when skipping that. For every single one of them, I had to go bronze, silver to gold. For every challenge in my second playthrough, I did that to make sure I could figure out where the breaking was. And it's random on where for each player, but it stays there. So, when you know that, it kind of pisses you off if you've gone far enough in the game before you realize it. Anyway, here's Satellite Game. You already know how it works, so I'm not going to explain it. But even this can break. But this and another minigame after this are annoying. Luckily, the other minigame actually works every time for me, but you might be different. This minigame, though, it works here on my first playthrough. It breaks on my second. And the thing is, you won't even realize why. You see, every time you get your, your fucking thing, what happens is that the precursor orbs fly from the bottom of the ground up to you, and you get your count from there. I got the gold here on my second playthrough, and the precursor orb did fly into me, and I grabbed it, and it didn't count. But the worst part about that is that it was the only time where I went from bronze, silver, and gold. And when I went for gold after getting silver, it broke. The only way I could actually get around that was to actually redo the entire thing, get bronze, and then skip to gold. Skip silver to get to gold, and it worked. Anyway, as you can see, they're doubling up the thing now. So, obviously, when two of the same button goes over these circles, press it for more points. You get about, like, 5 every time. But yeah. That's the warning I'm giving you right now. You might not see it in this whole Let's Play, but I thought I should warn you right now if you're gonna go play this game on your PS4 or whatever, because this is an actual bug that will happen to you. It's happened to me, and even with multiple saves, I have lost precursor orbs about... The initial that I lost in this playthrough was 9. So that's 3 difficulties of fucking precursor orbs gone. And from a total of how many I lost throughout a second playthrough, about 21. 21 precursor orbs from minigames are glitched. I would highly recommend that you use up those save slots. Every single one. Before you do a minigame, before you do anything, you save in a slot. If it works, save the next slot. If it bugs out, reload your last save. And just keep doing that. Keep doing that over and over again. And I do recommend you have 2 saves if you have autosave on. Because you don't want it to save over your save and save that fucking glitch and fuck your 100% forever now, do you? The biggest bitch is that I have no idea where I missed it. Like, which ones glitched out on me. Now, in case you're wondering about the jump cuts, I did check the footage. All of these precursor orbits were collected. None of these ones glitched. All the ones here in part 2 were actually collected. I can confirm that from the footage that I've looked through, like, through editing, that every single precursor orb that I collected here was counted correctly. The only time it's not counted correctly is if it doesn't appear at all. And I will show that. I will show when the count does not appear when I get a precursor orb. And as far as I know, anytime you get a precursor orb from a breakable, or you grab it from around the levels and such, from around the map, those always count. None of those are glitched. Precursor orbs always appear, and all those precursor orbs around the map and such, you do collect them. You do keep them. They don't bug out. It's only these mini-games, these challenges, where they bug out. Not even the side missions have this issue. The side missions, every single one of them gave me my precursor orb. Not these mini-games. This is the only time where the game glitches out on me. And by the way, I just beat this mini-game. So now I can end it. And I'm going to. Right about now. See? And it counted. And now here's the other race. 8 skull gems.
If you want to prove your driving skills, let's see you take on the wheel challenge again. Beat the best time around the track to impress me and earn a prize.
Now, I can easily get the gold here of this vehicle. And I'm going to. But, the main problem here is that, you know, I gotta watch that fucking side. I gotta watch that little counter. I didn't know about this on my first playthrough. Because when I played this on the PS2 originally, I didn't have this problem. And when I look up on the internet about this shit, I see no problems. Because nobody knows this is a thing. Nobody thinks this is a thing. Everybody thinks there's no problems. You can get every precursor orb, no problems. It's not like Jak 2, where some precursor orbs get locked up in one level. No. This is fine. There's no problems with Jak 3. 100% is easy. There are no bugs that fuck this up. That has been the mindset with Jak 3 for everybody for fucking years. And here I am, unveiling the curtain to basically tell you that it might just be the PS4 version, but the precursor orbs in Jak 3 do fuck up in the minigames. there are times where the fucking precursor orb doesn't get counted in the minigames. And to be fair, the PS4 version has problems. Obvious problems. You might have seen it from the cutscenes. How some of the models look kind of fucked. You should see Ratchet Gladiator. But, yeah, like... I'm upset this is a problem here. But you know, it works fine. It's just, you gotta work around these little problems of saves, and with just like, watching the fucking counter of the precursor orbs. If you just get the victory sounds, and no count, it glitched. Be careful of that. By the way, I just got gold. See, it all counted. I know it counted then. Doesn't always count, though.
Move quickly to this spot and show me why we should trust the fate of this world to you.
The worst part, though... Oh, it's around the corner. The worst part, though, is that I'm pretty sure that the glitch actually changed in my second playthrough. So that means that in different playthroughs, the glitch could happen at any time.
Not good. We are concerned
So,
you lack the burning desire.
I don't
a
care.
hero must
I don't
have.
care, dude. So, if you want to avoid getting fucked, make multiple saves if you're playing Jack 300%. Just make multiple saves. Don't tempt fate, because fate can fuck you. Fate can fuck you. And it will fuck you harder than you think. Anyway, there it is.
Very good. You give us hope for the future.
And here's some more side missions of orbs.
Heroes must have quick feet. Get to this spot in time for a reward.
And yeah, that's all I gotta really say about this. It's annoying. It's painful. I fucking hate how this glitch exists. I hate how it's a problem.
Excellent. I see such promise in you.
And I hate that I have to tell you this.
Find this spot quickly, or face the pain of failure.
I hate that I have to tell you that this fucking game bugs out a fucking important collectible. One that does not respawn at any point in the game, unlike fucking Skull Gems.
Success once again. We are very proud to have chosen you.
You know what I should be proud of? Me performing this fucking trick right here for a skip. Watch this shit. Boom! And now I can get almost 100 precursor orbs in total. Nice. There's another building I can actually get up to with the leaper here to skip an area that I would need a hoverboard for. But, I didn't bother. But yeah, like that's it. That's all you needed to know, really. That the precursor orbs and minigames are fucked. Be careful. Everything else, it's fine. In fact, that's the only real game-breaking glitch of the PS4 version, at the very least, for you to all know. Like, that's it. Anyway, let's go watch a cutscene after buying a secret, which is Cleaver's diaper. Sure. I'll turn that off. And, yeah, let's go watch the cutscene. It'll unlock the next fucking mission, because it's one of those missions where it's just a cutscene mission, and then you get the actual mission afterwards. And, yeah, it's an arena thing. But after this, I'll end the part here. It's like 50 minutes now. And next time we'll be going to the arena. Okay? But first, cutscene.
Once again, you must test your fighting skills in the arena. Face down your fears, defeat those who oppose you, and we will see if your skills are of use to us. The purity of the arena is our only guide.
Excuse me, Mr. Sand King. Yes, I'd like to place a complaint. We've been training hard. My feet are killing me, and I think I'm getting a hangnail. So maybe I'll just sit this one out.
Enough talk. The arena awaits.
New weapon. This is the wave concussor, and it is much better than your blaster. Your fucking, like, big blaster. You hold it, takes out 5 ammo, and boom. Fucking great weapon. You'll be using it a lot, honestly. Every weapon has upgrades like this up to like 3 times. So even our normal blaster here will get that. Anyway, next time in Jack 3, we're doing the arena again. Thanks for watching, I'll see you then.